Hello everyone, welcome to the Success Nuggets for stay-at-home parents. My name is Dr. Mrs. Blessing Ishomo and I am a certified leadership coach, a certified trainer of the Success Principles, a family and sex coach, and also a network marketing professional. Today we are looking at a topic that is very, very important. I won't say it's the most important, it's the one that is tangible or the one that we relate with often in the 9 environments. So we're looking at your physical environment. When we started talking about the 9 environments and how if you become aware and begin to do things that will inspire you, that will help you become better, you would go faster, achieve your goals faster than living life by default. So we're using the 9 environment like a map, a road map with which you can plot, design, and use these success principles to achieve your goals. Like I said in the first introduction, some would say it's the wheel of life. So imagine your car and, like the wheel in the tire, you have the spokes, or you partition it into these environments, 9 of them, and you score yourself on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 meaning you're not doing well, it's all things that inspire you, and 10 meaning you're on top of your game, you're doing well in that area. If you are to choose a number that would define how much you are fed in each of these environments, would you have a sphere or a circle, or would it be hexagonal? And if it is, would you be able to ride your car if the car is the tires are not all rounded or they are out of shape? So having that in mind helps with looking at each of these areas and working on it. Many times people make the mistake of, when they do the assessment of the wheel of life or checking on the 9 environments, how they fare in each, they become discouraged. They feel, if I'm not getting it right, what is there hope for me? No, the whole idea is for you to know where you are and to know where you want to be. Like one of my mentors would say, between where you are and where you want to be is the amount of responsibility. Thank you so much for the likes, I appreciate. It's the amount of responsibility that you are not owning. So when we said take 100% responsibility for your life, thank you so much, Pastor Herrera, thanks for joining. It's saying that each time that you have something that you desire to have in your life that is supposed to help you, and you are not at that point, you have not completely owned the fact that you are being irresponsible. So if you look at each of these environments, say finance, score yourself on a scale of 0 to 10. Where are you? Someone might say I am a 4, another person might say 2, another person might say 5, another person might say 7. So how do you relate with money? Are you in debt? Do you have investments? All those things about finance. Or someone would say, so your physical environment, rate yourself on your physical environment. Is your room scattered? Do you have a lot of things that you are intending to do that you have not gotten time to do them? Rate yourself on how your physical environment is helping you to achieve your goals. Sometimes when you go to the slum, you go to places where you see high crime rate and all that, you wonder, how they'll be helped. I listened to a TED talk by someone called Bill. I think it's or Strickland, something like that. Pardon me if I didn't get the name well, but his first name is Bill. And he is in Pittsburgh. He built this fantastic state-of-the-art training center that when he was showing the pictures, you would feel that this is only for the rich, but it was built for the inner city kids and children that don't have money. They train them with sophisticated instruments and everything with dignity. And he said that the cancer of the soul can be taken out with sunlight, good food, hope, and treating humane treatment. And it was amazing how he turned a lot of lives around by making them feel like they are somebody. There's no difference between them and the rich kids. So imagine how that environment changed the way they behaved. And he was sharing that his training center does not have CCTV, doesn't have locks and chains and all those things, security systems, none. Yet some blocks away from where his training center is another college, another facility that has locks, CCTV, everything looking like a prison. He said if you put someone in a prison, the person will have the prison mindset. Put someone in a palace, the person will have the palace mindset. So that is physical environment affecting and helping these inner city children become, the best, bringing out their potential. How are you treating yourself? There are some people, just by moving from eating in the plastic plate to ceramic, there is that feel of I matter. There are some people, they have the money, but they will always go and buy things that would not last just because they are cheap, and they just stock the house with so many things. I used to do that. Not anymore. Oh, I feel so. When we got married, let me share a funny story. I just want to thank God for the man I married. He suffered though. he has seen things, so patient. So he's the one that wants to, organize things, keep things where they should be. I just blaze in, and I might be looking for a pin, and I would cause a volcanic eruption and then pick my pin and walk out. And it would say, look, you can just, it doesn't take time, just put the things there, and once you take them out, put them back where you saw them. And it was sounding like, please don't boss me, just let me be. I would find time to do these things, okay? And there was this one that was really, really war. What was the war? So when we buy canned foods, or say canned beverages, or like Milo, milk and all that, when we're done using it, I don't throw away the cans. I will be keeping them. And he would ask me, why are you keeping these cans? And I'll say, you don't know, we would need it. We would put something inside. And many times when the cans are so much and taking space, he would just come into the kitchen and he would throw them all out. And I would feel so annoyed. Why are you touching my things? This is the kitchen. You don't have any right to come into the kitchen and touch anything. This is my department. So you have a lot of used spice boxes, empty cans, and some things that I buy and never use. Oh my my goodness. So it got to the point where he would come into the kitchen, and in the bid to keep the place in order, he would throw away the things that I'm using to cook. And then I would come looking for, maybe I stepped out and then come into the kitchen. Where is this? Where is that? And he would be, I think I threw it in the trash can. I have told you, don't come into my kitchen. So it got to the point where if he's coming to the kitchen, I'm following up with him. What are you trying to throw away right now? But I'm better now, okay? I've changed. So now I throw the things out if we're not using it, if it stayed, and it felt really good. It felt really good. Like, my husband is really happy. Whatever I am doing that is transforming me, I can go on and do it. It's okay. But you know, when I come into the kitchen and it's well arranged and things are not hanging here and there, I feel good. I'm wondering, wow, this is nice. Because many times you're looking for things, you're tired. By the time you're ready to do what you're doing, you're exhausted. Your physical environment is not enabling you. You are not living by design. And think about those things that you've been keeping, or the doorknob that is not working. When you open your bedroom or anywhere, the noise, those things are affecting you. The subconscious level, you don't know. And you know, deep down there is the chatter of, if you can't handle this little thing, if you've not mended the cloth, if you've not, you know, that broken key holder, what are you still keeping it for? You know, if you've not attended to that, how would you attend to the big things? You want to conquer the world, you want to make a lot of money, you want to do all these big projects. The small things in the house is not taken care of. So when I started my journey of decluttering, the first time I did this work, I felt so happy. I brought out the things that we don't necessarily use year in, year out, and I sold them off, and I made money selling things that were snoring in the house. I was so happy. The space was beautiful. The home looked bigger, larger, fine. I felt special. Why don't you try it? Go into each room, take your pen and paper, and write down everything that you would be working on in the next 90 days. Yes, you can't do everything one day. You shouldn't overwhelm yourself with trying to declutter or trying to fix things. You just need to make up your mind. On my list right now, on this physical environment, is to remove everything in my wardrobe that I have used for the past 5 years, that I'm not using. Put them in a box, and all the shoes that I'm keeping for special occasions, that thing now, that special occasion that is never, you are just keeping things and keeping things. There are some few things you can keep for special occasions, like Christmas things or like things for wedding, but all those other ones that you're not, give them to charity, donate, recycle, do something, but move them away. You see, everything is energy. Everything. The table, your clothes, your space, everything is interwoven. And when you are seeing things that expire you, that remove energy, or that dampen you, that energy is affecting you. When you see things that remind you of, a fallout with a loved one, or something that you should have done that you didn't do, it brings shame, it brings guilt. You start beating yourself. Stop. All you need to do is give it out. Rearrange. Listen, in your bedroom as a family and sex coach, from time to time, rearrange. Change the bedroom, the bed sheets. Do something to make the place look wow and alive, to bring in that spark. I intend to go on t-shirts for some time to come and just give out things. Yeah, most of my billionaire mentors are just on t-shirts. Yes, I think I'll join them. Because sometimes you just have this box. You have clothes 20 years ago. You have mementos, things that you are just keeping. You're not doing anything with them. Why don't you take pictures of these things, put them in the cloud, and rearrange? Some of them needs to go. You have textbooks, you have books that you've graduated, you're not using them, you're not doing anything with those things again. Give it to people who would use them. I'm telling you, when you move that energy away, you have room for new things to come. Imagine if you're still wearing outfits that remind you of failure, or of things that you didn't do well, or the you that you are trying to move away from, the broke you, the cantankerous you, the depressed you, the one who doesn't see anything good about life. Each time you wear, you carry on that environment. Give them out. They don't have to be bad. They don't have to, be out of shape. Just give them out. I have an amazing mommy that shares with me that she buys cars, she uses cars for just 2 years. She gets fairly used cars, use them for 2 years in good condition, sell them and get a new one. There's something that it does in her head. But for some of us, hey, we will use it for 10 years. Each time you enter, you're struggling. It's not really about the money. It's the resourcefulness. It's the way you go about it. You can change things in your home. You can exchange things and enjoy that new life that comes in. You can do a yard sale and get the money and get some new important things that is needed in your home. You can get the flowers from your garden and put them on the dining table. You can get more indoor flowers so as to help you with, sleeping in the night and breathing oxygen. Some flowers help to filter, the air and give you more. There's this flower. They call it money plant. I am going after that flower. Anything money, I'm in. Of course, legal, wonderful ways of going about it. Not like by all means, anyhow, no. But anything that will remind me of abundance and beautiful options, I'm in. I listened to, was it a YouTube, was it a TED Talk? I can't recall now. A captain in the Navy SEALs for the US. He was sharing tips on how to be successful in life. And he said, number one, make your bed. Make your bed. And I can assure you, for some time, like I said, in the early times when we got married, I make my bed whenever I feel like, maybe later in the day, but after listening to that, it affected my mindset. When you make your bed, the first thing when you wake up and you make your bed, you feel like you've achieved something. It tells your mind, I'm ready. It tells, okay, what's the next thing we're achieving? Even if, like the captain said, you did not do any other thing that day, you are coming back to a bed that is made. It tells you that you did something, you are moving forward, you achieved a goal today. So why don't you also start with making your bed? For some, they're like, Dr. B, this your gist today. I am not able to get anything out of it because I have been doing this from dormitory, boarding house. I am a great organizer. Thank you so much. See, there are some days, there are things that will be for you. There are things that will be for some of us that are just, coming up. So for those of us who organizing is not really our strength, but we're seeing the value of it and intentionally designing our space to make us feel like royalty, to make us feel like we are productive and focused, to make us have that feeling of I am moving forward. Today, go after your physical environment. Feel free to check podcasts, read, watch YouTube videos on organizing, but remember, don't get overwhelmed. Just map out your territory, decide what you want to do. Like when I did mine, by the time I did the inventory of everything, I was getting overwhelmed. You know what I did? I just arranged the bedside drawer, just that one, and I was cool. I felt, I have achieved something today in my physical environment, and that helped me to continue with others. And I'm still doing the work, decluttering. But now I don't feel that overwhelmed. Now I don't feel like, I feel, okay, so at this time, this is what I'm going to do. At this time, I'll handle this. I'm aware, I know, and I'm getting it done. So I hope you've gotten something today. Thank you so much for joining. Today is day 68? Wow, we're moving. So I hope you're writing down things and you're deciding how you are going to achieve your goals. If you want extra help, join us in the Inner Circle, and you can reach out for a one-on-one coaching session, free, to check where you are and what you want to achieve and how we can help you. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow, 9 p.m. West African time for another Success Nugget. Bye for now.